Imagine being in a situation where suddenly the people around you start to move away. Friends become distant, family members avoid conversations, and you feel isolated without understanding why. In many cases, this scenario is carefully orchestrated by someone, a narcissist. Today, we're going to explore what to do when a narcissist turns people against you. And you've probably never thought of this approach before. We often can't understand why our friends and family seem to start to withdraw. What was once a healthy relationship begins to turn into something cold and distant. You feel lost, not understanding why everything changed so quickly. When this happens, it is possible that someone is manipulating the perception of those around you, distorting reality, and creating a plot where you are portrayed in a negative light. This person is often a narcissist, someone who seeks to manipulate situations to ensure that they remain the center of attention. In this video, we will understand how to deal with this difficult situation and, most importantly, how to keep your peace and self-esteem intact. Narcissists are masters of manipulation. They know exactly how to plant seeds of doubt and create a narrative where you become the villain. The goal: control the perception of others and ensure they remain the central figure of power. When the narcissist begins this campaign, it is important to recognize that you are dealing with someone who goes to great lengths to preserve his own image. Narcissists are experts at controlling the narratives around them. They have a unique ability to distort the truth, creating a scenario where you are seen as the problem person, while they position themselves as the victims or heroes of the story. By using this tactic, they manipulate those around you into believing that you are responsible for the tension or conflict, even when you are not to blame for anything. The most insidious thing about this is that while you are trying to understand what is happening, the narcissist is already taking steps to ensure that no one doubts his version of events. The narcissist's main motivation is control. They need to feel like they dominate the environment, and for that, isolating you is essential. When you lose allies, you become more vulnerable and, in their view, easier to manipulate or destroy emotionally. But what many don't realize is that this tactic is a projection. The narcissist is transferring their own insecurities onto you. The narcissist cannot handle the idea of losing control over the situation or the people around them. By manipulating relationships, he can continue to maintain his position of power. Additionally, when he isolates you from other people, he creates an environment where you feel safer and stronger. Deep down, narcissists have many insecurities that they try to hide behind their facade of self-sufficiency. By turning others against you, they project these insecurities onto you, making you feel responsible for something that is actually a reflection of the narcissist's own failings. When you realize what is happening, your natural instinct is to confront the narcissist or try to justify yourself to those affected. However, this reaction can be disastrous. Confronting the narcissist only fuels the drama they have created, while trying to explain yourself to others can make you appear desperate or guilty. Many people, when they realize that something is wrong, end up falling into the trap of direct confrontation with the narcissist. They try to deny the lies or justify themselves to others, but most of the time, this only makes the situation worse. The narcissist will use this to their advantage, further distorting the story and putting you in a defensive position. This can make those around you doubt you even more and, worse, start to believe that you are the difficult and problematic person, exactly what the narcissist wants. Now here's what you should do that no one thinks about. Don't play their game. Instead of confrontation, focus on strategically rebuilding your reputation. Show with consistent actions who you really are. While the narcissist uses words to manipulate others, their actions can speak louder and dispel doubts over time. Instead of falling for the narcissist's provocation, the best way to react is not to react emotionally. Instead of trying to prove your point or justify yourself, focus on living according to your principles and values. Be consistent in your actions and show, over time, who you really are. By maintaining calm and integrity, you begin to dismantle the narrative the narcissist is creating, allowing others to see the true face of the situation. Identify who really matters in your life. People who know their character and essence are less likely to be manipulated. Dedicate time to strengthening these connections and be transparent about what is happening without dramatizing it. Sometimes sharing your perspective in a calm and direct way can disarm the narcissist's narrative. In moments like this, it is essential to identify the people who really know you and who you are. These are the people who, when informed clearly and without dramatization, will understand the truth about what is happening. By building and strengthening these relationships, you create a support network that can help undo the narcissist's control, providing a solid foundation for you to cope. Another powerful approach is to remain neutral. Narcissists thrive on chaos, and when you refuse to react emotionally, you take the fuel out of the fire. Adopting a balanced and firm stance not only preserves your energy, but also demonstrates maturity to those watching. Neutrality is one of the most powerful tools against a narcissist. By not reacting emotionally to provocations or manipulations, you defuse the situation. The narcissist feeds off people's reactions, but by remaining calm and composed, you take away their control over the narrative. Furthermore, this also sends a powerful message to others around you, showing that you are someone mature and balanced, someone who doesn't get caught up in drama. While it's important not to react emotionally, you can still control how people see you. Be consistent in your actions and what you communicate. Little by little, the truth emerges, and those who have been manipulated by the narcissist will begin to notice the discrepancies in the story they heard. Controlling your narrative does not mean confronting the narcissist directly, but rather being firm and consistent in your actions and words. If you act with integrity and follow your truth, people will begin to notice the contradictions and fallacies in the story the narcissist has told. Over time, the truth will always prevail, and those who have been manipulated will begin to question what they were told. Sometimes the best strategy is to simply walk away. If the narcissist is trying to poison your relationships, consider prioritizing environments and people where you feel safe. Reevaluating who is really worth keeping around is an act of self-compassion and can be essential for your peace of mind. If you find yourself in a toxic environment where the narcissist is controlling people's perceptions, withdrawal may be the best option. By distancing yourself from people who are being manipulated or situations that are draining your energy, you create space for healing and regaining control of your life. This distancing is not a surrender, but rather a conscious choice to preserve oneself and focus on what really matters. Dealing with a narcissist who turns people against you can be a devastating experience, but remember, you have more power than you realize. Don't let yourself be consumed by their narrative. Invest in your truth, cultivate genuine relationships, and remain resilient. In the end, the truth always finds a way to surface, and you will be stronger than ever. Although the path is difficult, remember that you have the strength within you to overcome this situation. By not playing into the narcissist's game and focusing on the truth and consistency of your actions, you will regain your power. The truth always prevails, and in the end, you will emerge stronger and wiser from this experience. Keep your faith in yourself, and know that by doing what is right, you are walking the path to emotional freedom and regaining your inner peace.